Hi, everybody. It's your bipolar buddy Ren coming to you from Not My Couch today. I'd like to talk to you about what are mixed episodes with bipolar disorder because I think we don't talk about that often enough. There's more of a discussion of the extremes of depression and hypomania or mania than what happens in the in-between. So just as a trigger warning, I will be mentioning self-harm. If that's going to be too difficult for you, please move on to another video. I understand. So the first question then is, what is a mixed episode in bipolar disorder? And that happens when you're having features of both depression and either hypomania or mania. So when this happens to me, I feel a lot of anxiety and discomfort, this kind of frantic feeling. I've got like a lot of energy, but at the same time, I feel like I don't know what to do with it. I have crying fits and I have thoughts of self-harm and I have suicidal ideation, often passive, not active. I'm not thinking about ways to do it. I'm just thinking, gosh, it would be really nice to not have to experience this right now. And so the next question is, why is this happening in the first place? What causes a mixed episode? And that has to do with like neurochemical imbalance. For example, in my case, I'm taking 2 antipsychotics. One is a much lower dose. And my psychiatrist believes that it's possible that for me, they are both competing for the same receptors, for dopamine receptors in the brain. And that this is causing kind of an imbalance and upheaval. So I am discontinuing the lower dosage one to see if that helps. So of course, there's always neurochemical imbalance involved. And like I said, it could be a medication interaction or just side effects of something that you're already taking. Possibly it's a lifestyle change. You're sleeping less, you're sleeping more, things are darker outside, it's turned into spring or summer and suddenly there's lots of sunlight. Maybe you're consuming more or less caffeine than usual. It could be any number of things that affect your bipolar and how it manifests. So the important thing about this is that if this is happening, please tell your provider. Reach out as soon as possible so that you can get the help that you need. Because this is a very dangerous time for folks like us, because it can lead to actually following through on some of those suicidal ideation plans. It can lead to very detrimental amounts of self-harm. So please be cautious and please be proactive. And it's also important to have a safety plan, which is something else I'll be making a video about before too long. So as a kind of a closing thought, my mixed episodes always end with this big crash, like my body just shuts down. And I find when I wake up the next day that I don't remember almost everything about what happened. I know that there was an episode. I know that it was bad. I might remember a few details here and there, but overall, I don't remember much of anything. And so I'm really curious to know, 1, do you experience mixed episodes ever? And 2, what are they like for you? I'm very curious to see what other people's experiences are, if you have any that you are willing to share with us. And of course, if you have any questions or general comments, anything at all, just drop it below in the comment section and I will get back to you as soon as I am able. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I believe in you. You've got this. Bye.